Hey guys, welcome to another indie game review, and today we're going to be looking at Windscape. At first glance, most reviewers would say this game is basically an early access version of The Elder Scrolls or Zelda. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong, I would just think it would lead into some disappointment with this game. But I personally had an alright time with Windscape. It's nothing big or impressive, but it was just fun enough where I'm not complaining too much. Well, let's take a deeper look and see what I thought of Windscape. So, like I said in the beginning, Windscape is a Elder Scrolls or Zelda-like game. I guess you could throw RuneScape in there because of the title as well. But it's a Zelda-like game in its most basic form, and you do similar things like go out and adventure, fight different enemies, collect loot and craft items, explore different areas, solve a couple puzzles, and resolve the story, stuff like that. Speaking of the story, you're this girl and you do linear quests to save these floating planets. Yeah, that sounds like the most simple way I can tell you a simple story from someone who barely even cares about stories. But that's something most of you will only care a little bit about anyway. Let's get into something more interesting like the combat. When I say interesting, I mean both in a good and a bad way. On a surface level, the combat looks simple and functional, and it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Yes, it is very simple and usually gets the job done, but there are many times you can take advantage of the AI and just get free hits on them. Now, I'm not saying you can do this all the time. I mean, it does happen enough. I think the combat peaks in the very last boss fight, in my opinion, but normally you'll see the type of glitches and unpolished game we're dealing with just in the combat. But other than the combat, you can deal with stuff like unfinished AI, the visuals can be more polished, the item shop is pretty much broken and you get too much gold, like half of the achievements are glitched. I'm basically saying this game doesn't feel very complete. That's just something you should be aware of. But that doesn't mean there isn't fun to be had with Windscape. I still had fun on my little journey coming into this game with the right intentions. I feel like you can easily get the wrong impression of this game and get disappointed if you think this game is better than it actually is. Windscape looks like a good game on a surface level, looking at the screenshots and watching gameplay, but once you play it, you view the game more for what it is. I really wanted to like this game, and if you do too, I'm here to tell you that this game is just decent. And if you don't like what you're looking at, you probably think this game is straight up trash. Now, I'm not calling it trash, but I'm not calling it good. There were some things that slightly impressed me, like going to different planets with a different setting and the progression of getting new weapons and gear to craft. Even though sometimes I wish I had better mobility, the game lasted me about 8 hours. I expected it to end much sooner as I was playing it, so it felt kind of exciting getting a new area and weapons to play with. Also, if you're able to tell the difference, yes, this game is not well polished, but at least it's not completely broken. Like, the game runs fine and didn't crash. I never had a game-breaking glitch or anything that ruined the experience. It was pretty smooth sailing for the most part. Listen, I'm trying my best to name the positives. The game not crashing being a positive should tell you how hard of a time I'm having. But there you guys have it. That's mostly what I wanted to say on Windscape. It's not good, it's not bad, it's alright. View this game more of an early access indie game and not a game as similarly good as Zelda or The Elder Scrolls, or even a budget version. Maybe that's the most you should view it as. This game is very simplistic and basic and bland. There's not much charm or character development, but it's casually fun and easy to play. The biggest thing to me is how much you pay for this game. I got it for very cheap, so it was worth it to me. I wouldn't pay more than $5 or maybe like 10 if you really want it and you're curious and this is your type of game. Just don't pay the full $20 for less than 10 hours of a mediocre game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review for Windscape. This game is nothing too special, but I enjoy looking at these smaller indie type of games, mostly to show you guys. But yeah, leave a like if you liked the video, drop a comment with any opinion on this game or maybe a game you'd want me to play. Subscribe if you've been enjoying the videos, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.